Hello everyone. Have you ever wondered what's the difference between browser context, and page in Playwright? Should you use the page fixture? When should you use browser.newContext? And why do experienced Playwright engineers recommend avoiding chromium.launch inside your Playwright test? Browser context, and page objects are the foundations of Playwright. If you don't understand them well, you'll eventually struggle with multi-user testing, authentication, or even writing scalable test frameworks. In this video, I'll explain everything from scratch with practical examples. By the end of this tutorial, you'll understand what browser context, and page actually are, when to use each one, the built-in Playwright fixtures, the drawbacks of manually launching browsers and browser context, and the best practices followed in real world Playwright projects. Before we get started, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do it now. Let's understand the relationship between browser context, and page. Before writing any code, let's understand how these three objects relate to each other. Think about Google Chrome on your computer. Chrome itself is the browser application. Inside Chrome, you can open different user profiles or an incognito window. Inside each profile, you can open multiple tabs. Playwright follows exactly the same architecture. So remember this simple analogy. Browser is equal to your Chrome application. Browser context equal to your user profile or incognito window, and page equal to browser tab. Once you start the browser, you open a new tab and then you run the test in it. So ideally, if you check this example that is being given on the screen, a browser can be a Chromium, Firefox, or WebKit. A browser context can refer to two different sessions that are opened by either a customer or an admin profile. And inside each profile, we have multiple tabs that run different processes like home page, cart page, checkout page, and so on. Now let's understand the browser context, and page individually. What is a browser? A browser represents the browser process itself. It can be a Chromium, Firefox, or WebKit. Launching a browser starts the browser application, but it does not automatically create a tab or a user session. This test manually launches a new Chromium browser instance using chromium.launch instead of using Playwright's built-in browser fixture. It opens the browser in headed mode, as we have set the option headless to false, performs no actions, and then closes the browser with browser.close statement. Browser's job is simply to launch and manage the browser process. Think of it as opening Chrome from your desktop. Chrome starts, but until you open a tab, nothing happens. The browser is responsible for launching the browser, creating browser context, and closing the browser. Next comes browser context. A browser context represents an isolated browser session within a browser instance. Each context maintains its own cookies, local storage, session storage, cache, and browser permissions, ensuring complete isolation from other contexts. Because browser contexts do not share any data, they are ideal for testing multiple users, authentication scenarios, or parallel workflows without interference. Now, suppose you are testing an internet banking application. One user is a customer, another user is an admin user. Instead of opening two Chrome windows, simply create two browser contexts. So each user has separate cookies, separate logic session, separate storage. They cannot interfere with each other. This is much faster than launching multiple browsers. Once you complete writing your test, make sure you write the cleanup statements like customer context.close, admin context.close, and browser.close. This avoids memory leakage and ensures that the cleanup process runs as required. Now let's talk about the page object we'll use in almost every Playwright test. In Playwright, the page object is a fundamental building block that represents a single browser tab or page within the browser context. All interactions with the web page occur exclusively through this page object. It serves as the primary interface for controlling and observing browser behavior during test execution or automation scripts. Without a valid page object, Playwright has no mechanism to interact with any website, making it the essential gateway for every browser automation task. This test launches a Chromium browser, creates a new isolated browser session using browser context, and then opens a new browser tab with page. The test navigates to the playwright.dev website, verifies that the page has the title Playwright. It then finally closes the browser context and browser to clean up all the resources. Let's understand when we should use each one, that is browser, browser context, and page. Let's start with the browser first. Use browser only when you need complete control over the browser lifecycle. The common scenarios where working directly with the browser object is beneficial include creating multiple browser contexts for cross-user testing, applying browser-level customizations, performance benchmarking, and developing reusable Playwright libraries or utilities. For most UI tests, we won't directly use browser. Browser context. Browser context can be used whenever we need multiple independent user sessions. The common use cases for using browser context include testing multiple user workflows, simulating interactions between different user roles such as administrator and a customer, validating guest and authenticated user experiences, verifying permission-based access, and testing scenarios that require isolated browser storage such as chat applications. Browser context is the preferred choice when you need isolated browser sessions within the same browser instance. A page is used whenever we need to navigate to a website, click buttons, enter text, validate UI elements, upload or download files, capture screenshots, or perform any other interaction with the browser. For most single-user UI automation scenarios, the built-in page fixture provided by Playwright Test is sufficient. It offers a simple and efficient way to automate browser interactions while allowing the framework to manage the underlying browser and browser context automatically. Let's learn about the built-in fixtures, starting with the page fixture first. The page fixture allows us to directly use the page in the test and avoid writing the boilerplate code. This is the fixture we use most often while writing the Playwright test. Once we use the Playwright page fixture, you can see there is no need for manually adding the browser and the browser context statements in the code. Playwright automatically handles it. Next, let's understand the context fixture. In this example, the Playwright's context fixture is used, so there is no need to create a browser context manually. By adding a new variable for page and using context.newPage, we can create a new page instance and then use the page instance to navigate to the website and perform other interactions with the browser. The browser fixture. In this example, Playwright's browser fixture is used, eliminating the need to launch the browser manually. A new browser context and page are created from the shared browser instance, allowing the test to navigate to the Playwright's website while Playwright manages the browser lifecycle. You can note that we have not used the chromium.launch statement, which is from the manually creating the browser. We have directly used the browser fixture, and using that fixture, we have directly created browser.newContext. And from that context, we have created a new page. And finally, we are performing a navigation to the particular website. Let's understand the drawbacks of using browser and browser context manually. So the first drawback is that the browser is statically launched. The browser is always statically launched, meaning the test will always run on the browser that has been explicitly used in the test. It will ignore the browser that has been updated in the project section in Playwright config. Let's use this example of launching the browser by using the chromium.launch statement. So whenever we run this test, it will always launch the Chromium browser, as we have given it explicitly to launch the Chromium browser. Due to this, the browser will always be statically launched while running the test. The Chromium browser will only run. In the project section in Playwright config, if you have a new project that explicitly launches the Firefox browser, and if you run the test using like npx playwright test, the name of the test like browser example.spec, and then give --projects equal to Firefox, the logic here is it should run the test on the Firefox browser because that has been defined in the projects. But since the test has already the statement mentioned chromium.launch, even if the test says that the test should be run on Firefox, it will explicitly launch the Chromium browser only because that has been written in the test. The statement has been written in the test explicitly to launch the Chromium browser. So that is what the browser is statically launched means. When manually launching browsers, Playwright cannot automatically apply project-specific settings such as browser name, channel, viewport, base URL, storage setting, etc. So if you have the project configuration set, that particular configuration is ignored, and explicitly whatever you have mentioned in the test, that particular things only get loaded in the test. As we become responsible for launching the browser, creating browser context and pages, handling cleanup and managing errors, we need to write additional code for it. This increases the complexity and risk of resource leaks if browser resources are not properly closed. Let's learn about the best practices for using browser, browser context, and page, as well as the fixtures. Let's start with the page fixture first. Page fixture should be used for the majority of UI automation tests as it provides everything needed for interacting with a single browser tab. Whenever independent browser sessions are required, such as testing multiple users or different authentication states, context fixture should be used. A browser fixture should be used only when custom browser contexts are required. Avoid calling chromium.launch in the test unless it is a specific requirement which cannot be achieved with built-in fixtures. Use Playwright config file to configure browsers, devices, and multiple environments. If the context or browser are manually created, ensure to close them to release resources and avoid memory leaks. Tests should be kept independent by avoiding shared state between user context. Combine Playwright fixtures with page object model pattern to improve code readability and reusability. You can check out my previous video on page object model design pattern and how to implement them. The link to the video is provided in the description of this video. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, let me know it in the comments. Please like the video and click subscribe to get more updates for Playwright, Selenium, AI agents, and test automation tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.